Good morning, Year 2, and welcome to our next online maths lesson. This morning in maths, we are going to be focusing on using the multiplication symbol. So please pause the video here and write the short date and the learning objective. Well done, Year 2. So thinking about our steps to success today, first of all, we're going to identify how many equal groups there are and the amount inside each group. The next thing we're going to do is write a sentence describing the equal groups, and we will practice saying this together. Thirdly, thinking about what we were doing last lesson, we're going to write repeated addition. And as you can see here, I've shared our new step of learning in purple because today we're going to be writing the multiplication as well. And of course, when solving a problem, please explain your mathematical thinking. So for example, starting with the sentence, I know this because. It's great to do this even when you aren't asked to. Okay, so first of all, this morning, Year 2, in our review phase, we're thinking back to our prior knowledge of counting in multiples. So please can you pause the video here and continue both the sequences and think about finding the total score in each row of the dices. Well done, Year 2. So let's continue the sequence together. First of all, I'm interested in what the sequence is counting in. Brilliant. So you recognise that the sequence is counting in multiples of 2. Fantastic. So let's start counting from the start of the sequence together. And I'm going to fill in the missing spaces with you. Okay, let's go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, I'm not as quick as you, Year 2. Right, let's try again together now that we have our multiples there. Are you ready? Shall we do it in whispering voices this time? Off we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Fantastic. Shall we try counting backwards this time? This time, shall we do it in a low voice? Are you ready? 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Brilliant. Well done, Year 2. Thank you for joining in with me. Okay, looking at our next sequence, what are we counting in multiples of? Well done, Year 2. We are counting in multiples of 5. Okay, I'm going to try my best to be a bit more speedy with the typing this time. I'm going to set my text box like this, I think. Okay, so let's count together and I'll fill in the missing spaces as we count. Are you ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Brilliant. Well done, Year 2. Okay, let's try it again, but this time, what type of voice shall we use this time? I reckon we should do a high-pitched voice. Everyone at home will have to put their hands on their ears. Are you ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Brilliant. Fantastic, Year 2. Okay, this time we're going to count backwards in the sequence, and I think we'll do it in speedy voices. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. That was quick. Well done, Year 2. Okay, moving on to number 3. It says, what is the total score in each row? So let's have a look at row A. I see that there are 3 dices, so there's 3 equal groups. And what is the amount inside each group? So how many dots are there on each dice? Well done. Should we try and say it in a sentence? There are 5 dots on each dice. Brilliant. Okay, so that means we need to count in our multiples of 5 again to find the whole amount. So are you ready to count with me? 5, 10, 15. Brilliant. So the total score is 15. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look at row B. What did you find was the total score? Well done. Let's check together. So I noticed that there are 2 dots on each dice. So we're going to be counting in multiples of 2. Let's have a go together. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Brilliant. Can you answer in a full sentence? Brilliant. Let's say it together now. The total score is 12. Brilliant. Well done, Year 2. Thank you for joining in then. Okay, so today, moving on to our Explore session, there are some cubes, some blue cubes, and I'd like you to first of all pause the video here and describe what you can see using the STEM sentence. And I wonder if you can think back to last lesson and also use repeated addition. Don't worry if you don't remember, we're going to go through it together. But please pause the video here and have a go. Well done, Year 2. So let's have a go together. So there are equal groups of I'm just going to use my pen to circle the groups, as I think I'll find that useful. And today, when looking at equal groups, you may want to trace your finger, obviously slightly away from the screen, to recognise those equal groups when you're discussing with the adult at home helping you. So there are equal groups. So first of all, let's see how many equal groups there are. 1 equal group. 2 equal groups. 3 equal groups. Brilliant. So we know that there are 3 equal groups. Okay. Now, how many cubes are inside each group? Brilliant. Well done. There are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can see that there is the same amount inside each group, which makes them equal groups. They are the same. They have the same value, the same amount of cubes. There are 3 equal groups of 4. Brilliant. Should we say that together, Year 2? There are 3 equal groups of 4. Brilliant, fantastic. So as you can see, when we look at our repeated addition, there are 3 parts to our addition number sentence, and that is because there are 3 equal groups. So the number that we are going to be adding together each time is the amount inside each equal group. So how many cubes are inside each group? Well done, there are 4 cubes inside each group. So we are going to be adding 4 together every time to represent what we can see in the picture. So we have our first group of 4 cubes, our second equal group of 4 cubes, and our third group of 4 cubes, as you can see here. Okay, so what is the total amount of cubes? Well done, the total amount of cubes is 12. So there are 12 cubes altogether. Brilliant. Okay, so thinking about how we can now represent this in multiplication, we're thinking about how many lots there are. So the multiplication symbol is representing the words lots of. Should we say that together? Lots of. Well done. So I'm going to help you a little bit here, first of all, and model my thinking to you. So there are 3 equal groups of 4. So this means that there are 3 lots, because there are 3 equal groups. So there are 3 lots of What do you think, Year 2? Well done. There are 3 lots of 4. Why are there 3 lots of 4? What does the number 4 represent in the multiplication sentence? Well done, Year 2. The digit 4 represents the amount of cubes inside each equal group. There are 3 lots of 4. Do you think the total changes because we've written it in a multiplication sentence? Or does it stay the same? What do you think? Yes, you're right, Year 2, that the total remains the same. So we know 4 add 4 add 4 equals 12, which is the same as 3 lots of 4 equals 12. Okay, when thinking about the multiplication symbol, you might sometimes say times, so 3 times 4 equals 12. Sometimes you might hear people using the word multiplied by, so 3 multiplied by 4 equals 12. Today we're going to be particularly thinking about using the word lots of when we see the multiplication symbol. Okay, so moving on, we have some more blue cubes. I wonder if you could please pause the video here and have a go at saying the stem sentence aloud together, writing the repeated addition, and see if this time you can also write the multiplication. Well done, Year 2. Let's review our learning together. So there are equal groups of What do you see? How many equal groups are there? Let's have a look. There are one group, two groups. And I can see that they're equal because they've got the same amount of cubes in each group. So there are two equal groups of How many cubes are there inside each group? What do you see, Year 2? Well done. There are 6 cubes. So shall we say the stem sentence together? There are 2 equal groups of 6. Brilliant. Well done, Year 2. Thank you for joining in with me. I really appreciate it. Okay, so thinking about the repeated addition now. So we are adding together the amount inside each equal group. So can you remind me, please, Year 2, how many cubes are inside each equal group? Well done. So we know that there are 6 cubes inside each group. So we have 6 representing this first group, add 6 representing the second equal group. So 6 add 6. Oh, this is one of our Learn It facts. It's a double. We should all know this straight away. Let's see how quick you can answer. Okay, you ready, Year 2? 6 add 6 equals... Some of you are so speedy. Oh, let's try again. I think you can recall that fact even quicker this time. I'm going to ask you slightly differently as well. What is the total of 6 add 6? Oh, well done. 6 add 6 equals 12. Oh, what do you notice, Year 2? 6 add 6 equals 12. I'm just going to cast back your memory to our last Explore question. What do you notice? Well done. So the whole is the same for both these questions. There are 12 cubes altogether on both questions, but they have made equal groups differently. So in this first question, there are 3 equal groups of 4, which equals 12 cubes altogether. And in the question that we're exploring now, there are 2 equal groups of 6, which equals 12 cubes altogether. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to help you with the multiplication sentence now. Remember, the multiplication symbol means lots of. So lots of equals 12. We know the total is 12 because it stays the same. Okay, what do you think? Well done, Year 2. So I can see that there are 2 equal groups. So there are 2 lots because there are 2 equal groups. So there are 2 lots of, how many cubes are inside each group? Well done, Year 2. There are 6 cubes inside each group. So 2 lots of 6 equals 12. Brilliant. Shall we practice saying that multiplication sentence together? We're going to use the words lots of. 2 lots of 6 equals 12. Well done. Okay, moving on. So on your screens now, Year 2, you will see step 1 questions. There's 1A, 1B and 1C. For each question, you will be doing the same style of questions that we've just been practicing together. So first of all, writing a sentence to describe the equal groups and the amount inside each equal group, before progressing on to writing repeated addition, adding together the number, the amount that is inside each equal group, before writing the multiplication sentence. Like I say, you might want to trace your finger around the equal groups on your screen. So please pause the video here and have a go at the step 1 questions in your book. Well done, Year 2. Okay, let's explore step 2 together. So on your screen, you can see some dice and there's a number sentence underneath the picture. I'm going to read it to you. You may choose to join in with me. 2, add 2, add 2, add 2. Okay. So Year 2, what does the digit 2 represent in this number sentence? Please pause the video here and talk about it at home. Well done. The number 2 represents the amount of dots on each dice. Fantastic. Okay, so what do you think the multiplication is? Please pause the video here and talk about it at home. Well done, Year 2. Okay, I'm going to talk you through it now. So, I know in the multiplication sentence, the first number describes the amount of equal groups. So how many equal groups can you see here? Brilliant, well done. There are 4 equal groups because there are 4 dice. Well done. Okay, so we know that there are 4 lots of, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4 equal groups. Brilliant, okay. What is the amount inside each equal group? Well done, there are 2 dots on each dice. There is 2 inside each equal group. So the multiplication is 4 lots of 2. Should we say it together? 4 lots of 2. Well done. Okay, we're going to say it a different way now. We're going to use the word times. Let's say it together. 4 times 2. Brilliant, well done. Do you think you know what the total is of 4 lots of 2? Well done. 4 lots of 2 equals 8. Brilliant, well done, Year 2. Okay, on your screen now, you should see another explore question. It says complete the pattern. Okay, let's have a look together. So it says 10 lots of 2 equals 10 add 10. Okay, so with multiplication, it can be commutative. Now, commutative is quite a fancy word, isn't it? But all commutative means that it doesn't matter which way you write the multiplication, it still has the same total. And when we talk about multiplication, sometimes the total is called the product, okay, which is again another fancy word. So 10 lots of 2 has the same product as 2 lots of 10, okay? The product of both those multiplication sentences is 20, which we know is equal to 10 add 10. I've given the answer now, Year 2. So I'm going to write here, 10 lots of 2 equals 10 add 10, which equals 20. So the total is 20. Okay, I wonder if you could please pause the video here and have a look at the rest of the pattern. So as you can see, the multiplication sentence is equal to the addition sentence, meaning that they both have the same total. So please pause the video here and complete the pattern. Well done, Year 2. Let's have a look together. So 10 lots of 3 is the same as 3 lots of 10. So thinking about our times table facts, if you've been practicing on times table rock stars, what is the total of 10 lots of 3 or 3 lots of 10? Brilliant, well done, 30. So we know the whole is 30. Okay, let's have a look at the addition number sentence. 10, add 10, add 10. We also know that the total is 30. Fantastic. Okay, let's look at the next multiplication and addition in the pattern. So 10 lots of 4 is the same as 4 lots of 10. What is the total, Year 2? Well done, the total is 40. And it's equal to 10, add 10, add 10, add 10. So we have 4 10s here, which is represented as 40. Fantastic. Okay, so as we can see here, the totals are increasing by 10 every time. So what do you think comes next in the pattern? Please pause the video here and check your thinking. Well done. So 10 lots of 5 we know is the same as 5 lots of 10 because it is commutative. Should we practice saying that word together again? Commutative. Well done. I think we'll practice it one more time. Should we whisper this time? Commutative. Brilliant. Well done, Year 2. So I am going to write 5 lots of 10. So 10, add 10, 10, 10, add 10. Brilliant. Let me just check my repeated addition. 1 group of 10, 2 groups of 10, 3 groups of 10, 4 groups of 10, 5 groups of 10. Brilliant. So the total of 10 lots of 5 or 5 lots of 10 is 50. Fantastic. Okay. I wonder if you could pause the video here, Year 2, and describe what you can see is happening in the pattern. So what do you notice is happening every time, and what do you think comes next in the pattern? Well done, Year 2. Thank you for talking about it at home or in the classroom. Okay, so moving on, you will be able to see the step 2 questions on your screen. So for 2A, it says complete the table. The first one has been done for you. I've written a little note saying, please don't draw the table, as I know that will be quite tricky. So write the addition fact. And if there's room, because of course we only work to half a page, write the multiplication fact next to it. But if you run out of room, just write it underneath. So they're still together, but they're not represented in a table, okay? So for example here, if I was writing my book, I'd write 2, add 2, add 2, add 2, and then the multiplication sentence next to it, 4 times 2, which obviously we can also read as 4 lots of 2. Okay, and then for 2B, it says complete the pattern. So a very similar question to which we were just exploring together. Okay, so please pause the video here and have a go at step 2. Well done, Year 2. I'm really proud of you. Okay, let's move on to exploring our step 3 star question. So it says the total is 15. What could the addition and multiplication be? Please pause the video here and have a conversation at home first before we explore this together. Well done, Year 2. So let's have a look together. So the total is 15. So I'm thinking about equal groups that can make 15. Also, or thinking about multiples of that number. So I know that we could have 1 times 15. That would equal a total of 15. Okay, is 2 a multiple of 15? Could I divide 15 into 2 equal groups? What do you think, Year 2? Please pause the video and discuss why you can or why you cannot. Well done. We cannot share 15 into 2 equal groups because there would be 1 left over, as it is an odd number. So 2 definitely isn't a multiple of 15. What about the number 3? We've been practicing counting in our 3s in Year 2. Could we share 15 into 3 equal groups? Well done. 3 is a multiple of 15, so we can have 3 lots of 5, which equals 15. Okay, so coming back to that rule I just shared with you, multiplication is commutative, so the factor pairs can be written in either order. So if I've just written it as 3 lots of 5, how else could it be written? Please pause the video here and talk about it at home. Well done. So we can write it as 5 lots of 3. This is because the factor pairs can be written in either order with the product, which we also call the total, remaining the same. Brilliant. Okay, so we've written the multiplication. I wonder how we could represent this using addition though. Well done, Year 2. So let's have a look together. So 3 lots of 5. So I need 3 groups of 5. So 5, add 5, add 5. Brilliant. Okay, I'm just going to separate this so it's really clear to read. Brilliant. Okay. What about this last multiplication sentence? How could we represent this using addition? It reads as 5 lots of 3. Please pause the video and talk about it at home if you haven't already. Brilliant, well done. So the amount inside each group is going to be 3 and we're adding 5 lots. So 3, add 3, add 3, add 3. Brilliant, 5 lots of 3. Oh, Year 2, you've caught me out. Oh, I'm glad that you still look out for me. What's wrong with how I've written this repeated addition? Please explain to your talk partner either in school or at home. Well done, Year 2. I'd only written 4 lots of 3. So it's so important we check because look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of 3. So I must add another lot of 3. Brilliant. Fantastic, Year 2. So as you can see, there are various answers for this question. Okay, moving on. Okay, so for the next explore question, it says, draw counters or use objects to help you. So you could draw counters in your book, or if you've got some objects at home that you want to use, they will also be helpful. So what do you notice when you have a look at the multiplication sentence on your screen? Well done, there is a missing number. So we're going to be solving a missing number problem. I've written a STEM sentence underneath which will help us to understand what that multiplication sentence means. So you might read it as 3 times equals 9, or as we've been practicing, 3 lots of equals 9. So 3 lots, so 3 equal groups of equals 9. So what could be inside each of those equal groups? Please pause the video here and have a conversation about it. Well done, Year 2. So we're going to have a go together now. So I've drawn 9 counters, which you may choose to do when you explore this question independently in a moment on step 3. So I've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 counters. And because it says 3 lots of, that's 3 equal groups. So I've drawn 3 equal groups to represent 3 lots. Okay, so I'm going to get my pen ready to share out these 9 counters, and you have to bear with my drawing of the counters. I'm going to try my very best to draw them neatly. So I'm going to take turns sharing 1 counter at a time into each equal group. And the reason I'm doing this is to make sure that each group has an equal amount. Okay. Oh. I'm trying my best. There we go. So I'm crossing one out and drawing it. Oh, that's not very good, is it? Let's try that one again. And join my circle up. There we go. I wonder how many counters will be inside each equal group. So how many counters can you see inside each equal group, Year 2? Well done. There are 3 counters inside each equal group. Do we know that 3 lots of 3 equals 9? So let's say it together. 3 lots of 3 equals 9. Brilliant. Should we count in our 3s together to check? 3, 6, 9. Brilliant. Well done, Year 2. Okay, so on your screen now, you will be able to see the step 3 questions. 3A says the total is 16. What could the addition and multiplication be? 3B says use counters to help you complete the number sentence. I've written a little note which suggests drawing counters like I did, or use objects at home to help you. So here are 3 different missing number multiplication sentences for you to solve. So please pause the video here and have fun completing step 3. Well done, Year 2. Okay, so on your screen now, you will be able to see the answers for today's learning. So please pause the video as you review your learning together. Well done, Year 2. I am so proud of you for having a brilliant start to the week with your maths. Keep up the good work and take care.